Today is Wednesday, May 15 AD 2024. Good evening and welcome to News Desk. 45 minutes of news about Liberia, Africa, and elsewhere. News Hansen Decker presenting. In airlines, despite being characterized by huge traffic congestion across the river, Liberia National Police describes first day enforcement of no-go zone as successful. As 12th graders commence the Regional West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, the Ministry of Education warns against unauthorized collection of money from students. Chief Justice Sanayo leads a high-power Liberian delegation to a week-long international conference hosted by the ECOWAS Community for Justice and Freedom Sierra Leone. The wave from Liberia whose president, Bongo and two of his sons, have gone on track to protest against the alleged subjection to acts of torture, the family's lawyers say. The details of these developments and those bullet the process of the newsmakers posts are all anticipated on the edition of the news program. News Desk is proudly sponsored by Ecobank Liberia and Orange Liberia. Take a break to rejoin. Thanks for rejoining us. Welcome, Bolita, bound to bring us the news bulletin. Good evening.
Good evening, Henson, and good evening to all. A high power Liberian dedication, including the president of the Liberian National Bar Association and the Chief Justice, qualitative prepare the country for Sierra Leone. Chief Justice Joe LNB President, Councillor Sylvester Rennie, and others on the delegation participate in the week-long international conference hosted by the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice in Freetown. The conference, which is currently taking place from the 13th to 17th May 2024 in Freetown, Sierra Leone, is being held under the theme Enhancing the Role, Relevance, and Effectiveness of the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice through the scrutiny of synergies between the court and national stakeholders. According to a Liberian National Bar Association press release, the conference brought together jurists, scholars, and stakeholders from agencies of ECOWAS and states. The theme conference, the LMB says cannot be overemphasized because it aims to generate healthy discourse around the strengths and weaknesses of the court's relationships with various national stakeholders and explore practical solutions to strengthen such relationships to enhance the role, relevance, and effectiveness of the court. In a related development, the Liberian National Bar Association has held what it calls the unprecedented declaration of President Joseph Boakai to sign Executive Order Number 1 to establish the Office of Law and Court for Liberia. The bar welcomed the court and said the demonstration related rule exhibited, but the Boakai administration would now set the long-awaited pace to bring closure and accountability to major atrocities committed during the Civil War. Meanwhile, the bar has assured the government of its support in setting up the mechanism and processes for establishment of a court which will provide accountability for war era atrocities. Monster County District representatives they can qualify ones the national government through the Liberian National Police a grant motorcyclists in Monrovia a 1 month grace period to obtain necessary documents, including insurance and registration. In a phone interview with a local online media, Representative Colbert emphasized the abrupt enforcement, something he said has caught many riders unaware. He expressed concerns that this sudden implementation could lead to tensions between motorcyclists and law enforcement officers. The district lawmaker stressed that the adjustment period is crucial for a smooth transition and will help maintain peace on the streets of Monrovia. He urged Police Inspector General Gregory Common to consider this request to avoid potential unrest and to support the rebels in becoming legally compliant without undue pressure. In a related development, the Vice President of the Reporters Association of Liberia, Nsideka, has claimed as contradictions the regulations for commercial motorcycles plying the principal streets of Monrovia. According to Deka, the regulation is intended to shuttling Liberians who are fetching their daily bread instead of the perceived prevention of road accidents. The Truth FM legislative reporter noted that before the implementation of the regulation, the government should have ensured available public transport to avoid the current constraints travelers are facing, especially on the first day of the enforcement. Commenting on the danger of the regulation process as it regulates to health, the lamented that there is serious health risk. The Liberian journalist noted that there are many Liberians diagnosed of hepatitis B that is a transmissible disease. As such, Liberians do not exchange helmets considering the poor healthcare system. As to avoid the regional African Senior Secondary Certificate examination on Wednesday, the Ministry of Education has warned against unauthorized payments per student. The warning, according to the ministry, is in a resolute stance to uphold fairness and accessibility throughout the examination process. Wednesday marked the start of the West African Senior Secondary Certificate examination nationwide as declared by the Ministry of Education of the Republic of Liberia. The ministry has prohibited charges pertaining to project submissions, class dues, class parties, flexibility fees, campaign fees, and any other unnecessary fees not endorsed for the administration of WAS in YAQ Imperial. Minister Jaco Ujamat on Wednesday extended a warm mess regards to all students and candidates partaking in this year's WISE, underscoring the ministry's unwavering dedication to facilitating their success during this critical examination period. According to a Ministry of Education release, Minister Jalad expressed gratitude to school authorities and principals for their steadfast commitment and professionalism. She emphasized the importance of strict adherence to the ministry's policies and procedures, reaffirming her dedication to advancing the quality of education across the country. Minister Jala has meanwhile directed Diogoto, the head of White Liberia, to oversee the administration of this year's examination with impartiality and integrity. The Liberia Maritime Authority and partners, in collaboration with the International Maritime Organization, have ended a major celebration of the 2024 International Day for Women in Maritime. Speaking Wednesday in Monrovia at the International Day for Women in Maritime, Gender Minister Women Horace Cooley said it has been an uncharted territory for women, but she was glad that women have made tremendous endeavor in a male-dominated career. Minister Women Cooley further stated that records show that women currently make up only a small percentage of Liberia's maritime workforce, a trend they see mirrored globally, and their contributions are undeniable. At the same time, the gender minister indicated that the striking imbalance underscores the limited involvement of women in the maritime sector, highlighting the urgent need for greater empowerment of women in the profession. She, however, urged all women in the sector to take advantage and prioritize technical training opportunities for women. Also speaking at the day-long event, Maritime Commissioner General Netoli lauded the women in maritime for transforming the maritime sector. Meanwhile, Commissioner Lee said Since the establishment of women in maritime, they have been empowering and providing mentorship for women in Liberia, encouraging them to do more. The African International Institute of Science and Technology, University College, has officially launched a 1 month free session training program. It's a computer skills for personnel for key security agencies and government departments in Liberia. ST Vice President Ishmael Conan disclosed that 1,000 personnel from the Armed Forces of Liberia, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, the Liberia National Police, the Liberia Immigration Service, and the Liberia Land Authority to participate in the training. Addressing a press conference in Monrovia on Wednesday, Conan explained that the initiative aims to equip state security officers with the latest digital skills. He emphasized that this training underscores the institution's commitment to supporting President Joseph Boaká's efforts to reduce computer illiteracy and empower law enforcement officers and government employees with essential professional skills. Away from Liberia, Gabon's deposed president Ali Bongo and two officers have gone on hunger strike to protest against their alleged subjection to acts of torture and barbarity, the family's lawyers say. Mr. Bongo was ousted in a military coup in August last year, shortly after he won a disputed presidential coup. He was then confined to his house in the capital, along with his two sons. The ruling junta also placed his wife, Cynthia Obongo, and eldest son in prison awaiting trial on corruption allegations. In a statement on Tuesday, their lawyers alleged that the wedding was repeatedly tortured, beaten with a hammer and crowbar, strangled, whipped, and electrocuted with a taser. The father alleged that Cynthia was beaten, strangled, and forced to watch her son's torture. The BBC has contacted the Gabonese authorities to comment on the allegations. The ousted president, aged 64, had led the oil-rich country since 2009 when he succeeded his father, who had been in power for more than 40 years. The family's lawyers say they have also filed a complaint with the Paris Judicial Court a week before Gabon's junta leader, General Brice Nguema, is due to visit France for Hensei Vast News Collective.
Oliver Baum with the news bulletin, the regular feature on the news program, News Desk. If you are just joining us in one of the top developments we are following, Chief Justice Kennedy released our Power Liberian Declaration to a week-long international conference hosted by the Economic Community. That's the ECOWAS Court of Justice in Freetown, Sierra Leone, led the voices of the newspapers. The Liberia National Police has described the first day of enforcement of the no-goes and restriction as successful. Police spokesperson Clark said, to some extent, the motorcyclists were in compliance, adding those in violation had their backs pounded to issue compliance. She told us at news late Wednesday that the developments across Morgan remain in place, stating that the regulations are not meant to target any group but to ensure the culture of safety.
Let me inform the citizens out there that the police is there to first and to protect the right of property. So based upon that, the force one at Kangatam Bag Road Junction, one at 540, we have the ministerial complex, they got a community there, while in 540, right at the junction there was a deployment there. Then we moved up to Railroad Junction, the Nigeria House, and one was there. One is still there, where that's the deployment that will continue. The deployment moves to Calvary Junction, and from the Catholic Junction to Executive Car Wash, right around former President Sterling Johnson Shelley's residence, the car wash there, another Oro Junction. And then the next deployment is at the Zamoma house. And from there, 20th Street, under the light, um, from 20th Street to 12th Street, from there to 9th Street, and the Morovia City Hall, and then move on to downtown Junction on the Capital Bypass, then going to Slipway, another deployment site, and then Gibraltar, Clarton, gas station, Clarton School, and then finally at the footnote of Morovia. So we turn the big activity as successful.
Of some cyclists who are resisting the restriction or enforcement, thereby resulting into setting up roadblocks. Can you provide some information on that, especially around the commercial area?
At the time the deployment was set up, I personally took a tour, and from where I toured from the airport all the way to the beach, there was nothing like that. The motorcyclists were in compliance, but of course, those that were not in compliance, those motorbikes were impounded. Well, I see that they were in compliance. Every one of them say to an extent.
Meanwhile, comment traffic congestion experienced in Morgan Wayne's Madam Cecilia Clark term as common, especially during inspections. She called on the motorcyclists to comply with the regulations as they are intended to ensure safety, noting that the motorcyclists are vulnerable.
It was the first day, so the enforcement, the fact there were deployments made, and because of that, that caused a little chaos. It was the normal traffic, most of traffic. Then coupled with inspection, even when they are carrying on vehicle inspection, you're bound to have traffic. And like I said, there are some that were not in compliance, so all of that had to be dealt with, but I can assure you that it will get better as the day goes by. For everything I can tell you has been successful. I just want to encourage everyone because this is not being done to get at anyone because we know that bike riders are human beings. So we all, commute from place to place, riding back, but we just want to ensure the culture of safety because the bike riders are vulnerable. It's two vehicles collide. They iron. That's even like rent way. They're not two iron. We need more bike rider in a vehicle, or even a bike rider and a bike rider like a skin. So they are vulnerable. So I just want to encourage them that this is done purely for their own safety. Because like what National Police is there to serve the public and to protect life and practice.
The voice of police spokesperson Cecilia Clark, however, some cyclists have been speaking with RCA reporters about the enforcement by the police on Wednesday.
I'm Jerry Mancini. I'm not motorcycle is good. I thought the back is not good. That's what you do. I thought the back is good. Making up people who say, why you take the back out? So they say, motorcycle. I said, no, I'm not motorcycle. But the back on the drum, so I took it. I was already here. So I left the back on the two. I'm straight my gyros. I know that rule. You know, I don't like it. I can live by my phone. They were here. I do the gyros more. I think I do stuff like that. But I do really more riding and what I can do to say I am a family. Only the share or those who do the last and down the blue or do some food. I always say, you are buying it or I don't buy it. This morning, tell you buying the police or making a way on this side. But the goal of black, the honest of black, the right or so. I tell you now when the goal of black, I had a kid shop me, Papa, and I was not part of any project now. And then I feel the people just come my head, what's on my head. I feel you started dragging me, you started dragging me. Oh, yeah, I tried to do that. That's why I'm going to drag me all over. Now I had to drag my body body. People are back on the other side. I have to do that. I have to do that. Tell me, who's on my face? And I have to myself. I'm in the hospital. The people side, you actually know, all the, no, I myself, But this morning, when we go to the house, we come to the so why not the players are no players so I let them go now I honestly I have to do not only on the side of the side it's not a lot of person try to shoot up the court to get him up on that side they try to shoot up the court and I the court on us that's a guy I'm all week Zion Manji the help of the somebody first thing is you can ride it from the goal Imagine the goal and we stop him.
The forces of some motorcyclists allegedly listened to police spokesperson Cecilia Clark. Meanwhile, Mansouratu County District 10 Representative Yeke Koloba wants national government through the Liberia National Police grant motorcyclists in Moravia a 1 month grace period to obtain necessary documents including insurance and registration. In a phone interview with a local online media, Representative Koloba emphasized the abrupt enforcement, something he said has caught many riders unaware. In a related development, the vice president of the Reporters Association of Liberia has termed as contradictions the regulations for commercial motorcyclists plying the principal streets of Monrovia. According to the VP, the regulation is intended to strangulate struggling Liberians who are fetching their daily bread instead of the perceived prevention of road accidents. The issue has to do with the motorcyclist regulations applied to the national government, and I think the policy that government has decided to institute, to some extent, the government, it is in the interest of the people of Liberia, but I think it is contradicting. It is contradicting such that in the first place, the police officers seem not to be trained because the rules of engagement is out of order. The ones experienced today at the Performance Junction specifically, those officers assigned there, I think the police inspector general should try to take note of the actions. There's at MIU to something else. We just know that today we had our two of our reporters on the motorcycle, and the police officer in the middle of the road when he just jumped on the cycle took the key while the gas were in the middle of the road. So there was a concern. So what you've done, why if the gas have been hit by another vehicle and you say let them die? So when it's statement that he made, it tells me that we actually have time to protect lives and forward. And he's forgetting to know that the uniform he's wearing, the salary he's taking is as a result of the taxpayers' money. So I think that's a contradiction. So that's the first step we have to use, and we have to call the attention of national government and part of the police RG Gregory Coleman. Commenting on the nature of the regulation forces as it relates to health, the Reporter Association Vice President lamented that there is a serious health risk attached. The Liberian broadcast journalist noted that there are many Liberians that knows of hepatitis B, that is a transmissible disease. As such, Liberians should not exchange helmet, considering the poor health system in Liberia. The next thing is that the government is actually looking at curtailing increase in accident cases. What I'm saying, it is a contradiction because the Ministry of Health not advancing as a segment of the government, advancing the government as per the danger of the poverty as it relates to health. Mind you, a lot of Liberians we have the increase, the outbreak of hepatitis B. It is a national emergency in our country. Liberia is challenged as it relates to adequate health facilities, drug, and all of these things. Government is telling citizens, hey, before you can ride on a motorcycle, the cyclist should have two helmets. One for the passenger and one for the do you know the effect that is associated with the policy? First, they have to hepatitis B is a disease that can be transmitted through sweat or respiration. So if someone has used the helmet and doesn't sweat, considering the rate of heat in our country now, if Cobus and I have used the helmet, for example, another person who used the helmet suffering from hepatitis B or is a hepatitis B patient, unfortunately, for Cuba, you have to use a helmet. Because the Cuba has come to hepatitis B. That like you suffer from that, wouldn't get help for national. This is where the health threat comes. So this is why I see this as a contradiction. The government meanwhile citizens because when they are policies, there must be mechanisms put in place to ensure that the citizens' lives are not because you not have a policy and you think that you are protecting the lives of the citizens. On the contrary, you are endangering the lives of the citizens. Let's look at what is happening. More like millions or made like use of motorcycles. They said several times today, the scarcity of vehicles. We have the National Transport Authority. Do government have transport facilities on the roads? No, there's no public transport. Yet you came up with this policy of letting you know that there is no public transport. Yet you are struggling with people. The people are to commute from one place to another, from one place to another. You have other things to do. Some have to prepare for interviews. Some have to go to work. We now look at it as far as the president is concerned, especially for private institutions, as far as they are concerned, we are working, we are doing the they are coming taxes to government. So it is not a responsibility to employees and they should ensure that they get to work in time. So I think the problem that it is not seriously contradicting as we have also government, and I think the government is taking from what I'm saying. In coming years, there's a lot of people that will observe all I can say to all I can say to the police authorities, they are challenged police officer to get their testimony as journalists on the protest will be on a protest treated on a motorcycle in a battle protest and they are being taken away by any police officer. That day the security person will get a no one in their eyes in this country. Let's continue with more news on the news program. The Africa International Institute of Science and Technology University College has officially launched the on free tuition training program and basic computer skills for personnel from key security agencies and government departments in Liberia. Its vice president Ismail Kane disclosed that 1,000 personnel from the forces of Liberia, the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, the Liberian Police, the Liberian Immigration and the Liberia Land Authority participate in the training.
The Africa International Institute of Science and Technology based University College is excited to announce the launch of a one-month free training program in basic computer skills for personnel from key security agencies and government departments. This initiative aims to equip officers on the Liberian Postal Agency, the Armed Forces of Nigeria, AFL, the Liberia National Police, LLP, Liberia Immigration Service, LRS, Liberia National Fire Service, LFS, employees of the Liberia Land Authority, essentially just as a leading IT institution, we recognize the importance of digital literacy in enhancing the effectiveness and efficiency of our nation in government work. This training program represents our commitment to supporting the President of the Republic of Liberia, Presidency, Ambassador Human Rights, to the government's efforts to reduce digital illiteracy and to empower our law enforcement officers and government employees with vital skills. We believe strongly that by providing these essential skills, we are not only aiding individual professional development, but also contributing to the broader growth, strengthening our national security and governance. The university is owned by parents. So by virtue of that, we feel obligated to national government in curtailing the nightmare of computer illiteracy in our society. Besides that, academic institutions, the local development of those are illegal is 75% people are illegal. So as an institution, we believe that there should be our own way of contributing to society because we want to people to not all people who is the country everything else. So if we find ourselves in these positions, we will be able to give back to society.
The voice of Vice President Ismail Conan, the Sport News Conference. Well, folks, if you are just joining us, a reminder of the top developments we are following on to this edition of the news program. News desk, despite being characterized by huge traffic congestion across Monrovia, Liberia National Police District, first day enforcement of no-go zone are successful. As 12th graders commenced the Regional West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination Wednesday, The Ministry of Education warns against unauthorized collection of money from students. Chief Justice Tiana Yu leads a high-power Liberian delegation to a week-long international conference hosted by the ECOWAS Community Code of Justice in Freetown, Sierra Leone. Away from Liberia, Gabon's deposed President Ali Bongo and two of his sons have gone on hunger strike to protest against their alleged subjection to hours of torture, the family lawyers say. Let's bring you this development. The Liberia Maritime Authority and partners in collaboration with the International Maritime Organization have ended a major celebration of the 2024 International Day for Women in Maritime. Speaking Wednesday, Morocco, the International Day for Women in Maritime and Men Women College said it had been an uncharted territory for women. She was glad that we have made tremendous endeavor in male-dominated career.
commemorate International for Women in Maritime and Climate and Safe Horizon. Women shaping the future of maritime safety. I stand here committed to the Liberian Authority, the first chapter in maritime, from recognizing the role in maritime safety to crucial global group. International Women in Maritime occasion honor the notable contributions of women to the maritime industry. We have gathered here to celebrate women in particular. This would have been territory for. I am glad that women have tremendous endeavor in this new document. Although precise statistics on the percentage of women employed in the private sector in Nigeria are not yet available to us. But the town in training for seafarers in those including realities that only one out of their trainees were women, representing just 2% of the participants. While reports show that women currently form a small percentage of the gross maritime workforce, the trend of being error globally, their contributions are undeniable.
At the same time, the gender minister indicated that the striking imbalance underscores the limited involvement of women in the maritime sector, highlighting the urgent need for greater empowerment of women in the profession. She, however, urged all women in the sector to take advantage and prioritize technical training opportunities for women.
Whereas administrators, educators, leaders who are women are continuing to demonstrate the immense potential that women bring to this field. Their dedication and expertise are shaping a safer and more prosperous for our Americans and line with the goal of the Ministry of Children and Social Protection. The Ministry of wants to develop these women and redefine community working gender equality across all sectors. Through our gender and social movement, we establish all ministries and commissions. We honor business who have paved the way for maritime, celebrate the achievements of those who continue to bring back into fight the nations, persistent, domestic, and will grow greater quality and equality. So the women and are urged in no family if it feels right and is for the right persevere, strive, study, go forward. Let us remove our dedication to gender equality and pledge unwavering power to issue a call to action collectively champion empowering the sector by our
Education for growth women was gender inclusion policy as we reflect on progress let us not warriors and marital face from gender based discrimination to unequal opportunity and benefits. It is important Mr. Commissioner, and step forward as a community to be up in addressing and creating environment everything regardless of age.
Also speaking of the event maritime general need to light lot of the women maritime forming the maritime sector. The Royal Commission says since the establishment of women in maritime, they have been empowering and providing mentorship for women like them, encouraging them to do more.
As we enter to walk the day of women in maritime, I extend my respect to the remarkable women of Liberia and to those around the world who bring the seas, challenging and driving progress within the maritime field. The tenacity and bravery in the face of many challenges within the maritime field fill me with immense pride, gratitude. Historically, the sea has been the maritime has fought on just and capable and competent, particularly recruitment first. However, we are witnessing a sea women are now the forefront responsibilities in the maritime, breaking barriers and demonstrating at all areas of maritime operations. This year, globally, state horizons, women shape the future of maritime emphasis in growing women participation in the maritime. Also, international underscores the significance of providing women with equal opportunity in this medical sector, which is recognizing the crucial role of women in maritime safety. Actually, advice for cultivating a safe culture, safeguarding our environment, showing serious role in national trade. We must acknowledge the persistent challenges that hinders women following in maritime. These include unequal opportunity within the maritime sector, the scarcity of mentorship programs for youth, and an industry culture that can sometimes be resistant to change. Our mission is to tackle these obstacles and foster an environment that encourages greater participation of women in the maritime industry, thereby creating a truly inclusive sector. The agro-maritime quality of our work dedicated to fostering a fair future in the maritime industry, one that offers women a full path process. To achieve this, the authority will invest education and training initiatives that empower people to embark on maritime career. We will also take further steps at the Liberia Maritime Training Institute to boost female enrollment and to provide an environment that nurtures their professional development.
Need to light the Commissioner General of the Liberia Maritime Authority as speaking earlier. To listen to Gender Minister Women Harris Corley. The both spoke Wednesday at the International Day for Women in Maritime in Moravia. Well, folks, that's all of the time we have to be with you on today's edition of News Decks. As we take leave of you, these are the top stories we have been following. Despite being characterized by huge traffic congestion across Moravia, Liberia, National Police describes first day enforcement of no-go zone as successful. As 12 graders commenced regional West African Senior Secondary Certificate examination on Wednesday, Ministry of Education warns against unauthorized collection of money from students. Chief Justice Siana leads a high-power Liberian delegation to a week-long international conference hosted by the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice in Freetown, Sierra Leone. And away from Liberia, Gabon deposed President Ali Bongo and two of his sons have gone on hunger strike to protest against the alleged subjection to acts of torture, the family's lawyers say. Thanks to our correspondents, writers, reporters, those who helped making today's edition of News Texas Sources, Olivia Bound read for us the news bulletin. Maya Toby sat behind the camera opposite her, every coordinated the sound. Many thanks to EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia being a proud sponsor to the news program. For and on behalf of News Desk, my name is Vincent Deck, represented.
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now.
Here too!
Without moving an inch.
Here would be just perfect.
Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge, to transfer, to pay, to buy. To subscribe to this service, go to your bank branch office, partner to the Orange Money service. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.